Hey guys, welcome back to Call of the Wild. I'm Lady Legend. In today's video, we're going to be counting down the top 10 most popular DLC rifles in Call of the Wild right now. And as we go through the video, guys, if you guys wouldn't mind letting me know in the comments what your favorite DLC rifle is, I would love to know and why. Let's head right into it. Coming in at number 10 on our list is the Vasquez Cyclone, otherwise known as the air rifle. Now the air rifle comes in Weapon Pack 3, and as you can see here, once you purchase the DLC, it is a free weapon. You do not have to pay any in-game cash. Now it has an accuracy of 60, a recoil of 10, reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 80. Now let's have a look at the ammo. We have the 45 hollow point air rifle pellets. Now the hollow points have an effective range of 50, so they actually zero in at 25, 50, and 100 meters, penetration of 15, expansion of 70, and are good for classes 2 to 4. Now with the hollow points, you have mainly expansion, not much penetration, so they are not my favorites. And then we have here the 45 round nose air rifle pellets. Now these have the same range, effective range of 50, penetration of 27, expansion of only 6, and also good for classes 2 to 4. But you're getting way more penetration with the round nose pellets, so those are the ones I would absolutely recommend. So the air rifle is an amazing weapon. It allows you to get in nice and close. Watch this. So the other animals in the area don't necessarily know what's going on and often will not spook as long as you don't get too close. Now, the maximum zeroing is 100 meters. You can take shots from further away. You'll just want to practice a little bit at the firing range. And you'll notice that the other deer are really confused. They just kind of walk around, but they don't often flee. So you can often take down several animals, which is amazing. No other rifle in this game is going to allow you to do that. Look at that. We found a level 5 fallow. And you'll notice there that the fallow did spook when I took 2 consecutive shots, so you'll want to space your shots off. I would wait until they calm down again once you have taken that first shot. There isn't a lot of penetration, but you'll notice that it actually did break through the scapula, so that is pretty good, not too bad. And here's another one right here. So it's a great way to stack a pile of cash, but you gotta remember the air rifle is only good for classes 2 to 4. It doesn't cover a wide range of animals, unfortunately. And you do have to sneak in fairly close. Coming in at number 9 on our list is the Solokin or the Mosin. Now the Solokin can be found in Weapon Pack 2. Now let's have a look at its stats. So it has an accuracy of 64, a recoil of 58, reload of 60, and a hip shot of 72. Now it has 3 different variations: the assembly line, the defense line, and the front line. Now with the Solokin, there is actually only one type of ammo for it, and those are the soft points. So they have an effective range of 150 meters, so you can actually zero in at 75, 150, and 300 meters. Then we have a penetration of 15, an expansion of 17, and the Solokin is good for classes 3 to 7. So the really nice thing about the Solokin is that it does start at class 3 as opposed to class 4, but I kind of wish it went down to class 2. We're taking down some mountain lions and Silver Ridge peaks, and you know what? It does take a little bit longer for the quick kill to kick in. They don't drop in health immediately when you get a vital, but they kill those cats just fine, and it is a really fun rifle to use. I love the sound that it makes. Now, unfortunately, because the Solokin is good from class 3 to 7, you can't take it to Layton because you can't use it on coyotes, and you can't take it to Savannah because you can't use it on jackals. I wish it started at class 2. And actually, before scoring 2.0 came in, the Solokin was my main hunting rifle. This is what we used to use on whitetail and blacktail. We weren't allowed to use the 30-06 or anything like that until scoring 2.0 came into effect. So that's when everything changed. But it is still a very fun and very viable rifle to use in the game, and I do use it from time to time. If they were to make it a class 2 rifle, I would always be carrying the Solokin. Now the Solokin does have 5 shots, which is very handy. There's a left lung shot there. There isn't a huge amount of penetration, but it definitely does do the job. And if I didn't mention it before, this top 10 is opinion based. This is based on my opinion. Personally, I like the Mosin or the Solokin so much more than the 243. It just is a way more powerful rifle. Didn't manage to do too well on that mountain lion. Alrighty, moving on to number 8 in our top 10 list, and we are coming in with the Grelck Drilling Rifle. Now, this is basically 2 weapons in one. It is a rifle, and it is also a shotgun. And actually, you'll find the Grelck Drilling Rifle under shotguns. The Grelck Drilling Rifle actually comes in Weapon Pack 2 with the Solokin. It has an accuracy of 33, a recoil of 82, a reload speed of 10, and a hip shot of 85. There are 3 different variations for the drilling rifle. We have the carbon fiber, the classic, and the select. Now, when you switch over to the shotgun side, it becomes a 16 gauge shotgun. Now you can use birdshot, you can use buckshot, and you can use slugs. The rifle part has 1 shot only, and then you have to reload of the Grelck Drilling Rifle, and when you turn it into the shotgun, it has 2 shots only. Now, to swap it back and forth from shotgun to rifle and back on PC, you want to hold down on R, and on a controller or on console, I believe you want to hold down on the Y key. Very handy. Now let's have a look at the actual rifle ammo for the drilling rifle, and there is only soft point available. So with the rifle ammo, we have here the 9.3 by 74R polymer tip bullets. But one really important thing I want to point out to you guys is the drilling rifle is good for classes 5 to 9 with this ammo, and that makes this a very amazing rifle for new players. If you're brand new to Call of the Wild and you have not unlocked any good rifles, you are unable to shoot anything that is class 9. If you do not have enough to unlock the 7mm, the drilling rifle will get you there. This is such a great gun for new players. I highly, highly recommend it. So we're out here in Yukon, and we're gonna take a shot on this beautiful caribou. Now, with the drilling rifle, it only zeroes up to about 150 meters, but I have shot things as far as 350 meters away simply by just aiming above the animal. So have some fun with this rifle. Play around with it. That looked like a good shot. Yeah, that was good. But again, you're not gonna have that follow-up shot, so take that shot carefully. Now, the other huge benefit of the Grelck Drilling Rifle to new players, let's just take this bear, is that it comes with a really great scope. So if you haven't unlocked any great scopes yet as a new player, the Grelck Drilling Rifle has you covered. It's a huge benefit. And there is our caribou. So it has pretty decent penetration. I don't know, I really like the Grelck Drilling Rifle. I find it to be a lot of fun. And it is really handy to have 2 weapons all built into one. Very, very handy. So that was a single lung, but had we had a broadside angle, I'm sure we would have got a double lung shot there. And here is our bear, left lung shot. Yeah, it does a great job on them. And the best part of it all is that you are able to get integrity all the way up to class 9. Pretty amazing. All right, so we are over here in Layton now, and I would like to try the shotgun part of the Grelck Drilling Rifle. So this isn't going to be the best shotgun that you've ever had, but it is going to be very handy. So as you can see, you only have 2 shots, then you have to reload. So you're not going to get a pile of ducks down, most likely, but you'll want to have that 22 with you so that you can keep on firing as those ducks get out of range for your shotgun. And that stands true when using any shotgun. I always like to have my 22 with me for when whatever you're firing at gets out of range for a shotgun. Moving on to number 7 on our list is the Virant 22. Now the Virant is a class 1 weapon, only good for class 1. It is a very handy weapon though. I usually take it with me to every reserve. Now the 22 has an accuracy of 100, recoil of 10, reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 86. There is only 1 ammo, and they are hollow point bullets for the 22. And you can zero up to 150 meters max. The effective range is 100. It has a penetration of 5, an expansion of 10, and again, only good for class 1. Now, the nice thing about the 22, what I usually like to do is start off with a shotgun. So here I am hunting geese in Hirschfelden. I take as many geese down with my shotgun as I possibly can, and when those geese get too far out of range for me to get them with the shotgun, I quickly grab my 22 and I keep on firing. I shouldn't have reloaded here, it's just a bad habit. Thought I might be able to get another one, but I think they're just too far. So we're gonna grab the 22 here. Now you wanna lead the shot, that is the key here, and fire as many shots as you can. There we go. Now geese are pretty big targets. The further away they get, the harder it is to hit them, but you want to lead the shot, and the nice thing about the 22 is it allows you to fire very quick consecutive shots, which is going to help you take down that goose or whatever it is that you're firing at. Now keep in mind, when you are firing at anything with the 22, anything that is class 1, you do not need a vital on. You can just hit them anywhere and you're good to go. So there we have one there. That shot was taken from over 100 meters, 131 meters. Sometimes it's really hard to find them. You might want to take your hunting dog with you. And that was an even further shot. 191.53 meters, so that's a pretty decent shot. And again, all you want to do is lead and just keep on firing until you take them down. Now, the other reason that I love to carry the 22 with me everywhere that I go, including on my Great One grind, is this. When you fire off a 22 shot close by a herd of animals, but not too close, what it'll do is cause them to go alert and start to walk around. And there's a good chance that whatever you are wanting to take a shot at is gonna turn and walk around and maybe give you a better position. And the other thing that it's really amazing for is when you have an animal that's trotting, taking a shot with the 22 can cause it to stop so that you can take that shot that you need. Moving on to number 6 on our list is the Hudzig 50 cap lock, otherwise known as the muzzleloader. Now with the muzzleloader, you only get one shot and then you have to reload. So take your shot wisely. Now you will find the muzzleloader in the Smoke and Barrels pack, and that is a really, really great DLC, one of my favorites, because that DLC also includes the M1. So with the ammo, we have the 50 caliber mini balls, which have an effective range of 200, a penetration of 40, an expansion of 30, and are good for classes 4 to 8. I usually use these, the mini balls, and then we have the round balls. So these have a lower effective range, only 100 meters, penetration of 30, expansion of 30, and recommended for classes 3 to 7. I usually carry my muzzle loader with the mini balls loaded, and I usually carry the round balls with me in case I do have a class 3 animal that I would like to take down with the muzzle loader. Now, the muzzleloader is a very popular weapon. The only thing I don't love about it is its 1.5-year reload speed. And yes, I am exaggerating, but it does take a very long time to reload. And just to show you, I am actually going to show you the complete animation, and it is very cool. They did a great job with it, but it does take a very long time. Now keep in mind, if you would like to take a follow-up shot, you don't have to wait for the muzzleloader to reload. You can just grab another weapon, start firing, and you can go back and reload your muzzleloader afterwards, so keep that in mind. And it is still reloading. We're not done yet. Gotta put the caps on. Just about there. All right, we're done. Yeah, it takes a while. The other cool thing about the muzzleloader is you are left in a big cloud of smoke, so some people like that and some people don't. So it has pretty good penetration, and it just demolished this black bear. So, and you know what else? It has a pretty cool scope. I like the scope on it. So if you don't have a really great scope as a new player, the muzzleloader might be a great option for you. And we actually got a neck shot there because my zeroing was off a little bit. But yeah, definitely take the muzzleloader for a spin. A lot of fun. Alrighty, coming in at number 5 on our list is the Martensson 6.5 bolt action rifle. And this comes in the Quattro DLC. Now let's have a look at the stats for the 6.5. We have an accuracy of 70, a recoil of 50, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 67. So it is $10,000, You can actually earn it through the missions in Quattro if you wish, and there are different variations of the Martensson. Now the 6.5 is known for its very cool sound, although I kind of feel like it sounded better before they changed the sound of it, but that's just my personal opinion. Alright, let's have a look at the stats for the polymer tips. So they have an effective range of 200, a penetration of 40, an expansion of 4, and are recommended for classes 4 to 8. And then we have the 6.5 soft point bullets, and these have an effective range of 200, penetration of 20, expansion of 20, and are good for classes 4 to 8. I personally prefer the polymer tips. You want penetration over expansion most of the time, and that is my recommendations. So, we are out here in Quattro, seeing as the 6.5 is the Quattro weapon, and we are going to try and take a shot on this beautiful level 7 red deer. I love the sound of the 6.5. Now, I did like it a little bit better before they changed the sound of it, but it still has a very cool sound, and I think that is one of the biggest motivators for when people choose the 6.5. Now, me personally, let's have a look at this red deer here. So we got a single lung there. Now, I actually don't love the 6.5 for red deer. You'll notice that this red deer actually ran over 200 meters before he died. So there is a lot more tracking with the 6.5. So now we're out here at Beseet Mountain, and I think the lower classed animals, they're the ones you want to hunt with the 6.5, not red deer. That's just me personally. And I actually think I just got a vital on that Beseet with a rear end shot. Gotta love it when that happens. Let's go see. So that would mean pretty good penetration. Do we have vital blood? Yeah, we do. And I managed to get liver. That is too funny. So on the smaller animals, I do like the 6.5 quite a bit, but on bigger animals like red deer, I'm not a fan. So that's what stops me from taking it out. Now that is my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments, how do you feel about the 6.5? Do you mind tracking animals a little bit further to use it? I'd love to know. Alrighty, moving on to number 4 in our list, and we're coming in with the Eckers 30-06. Now the 30-06 comes in Weapon Pack 3, and this is definitely one of the very most popular weapons in the entire game. I would even venture to say that it was the most popular until the M1 came out, but again, that is only my opinion. Now there are 3 different variations for the 30-06. And one of the things people love about this rifle is the sound that it makes. It does make a very cool sound. So as for the stats for the 30-06, it has an accuracy of 35, a recoil of 60, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 50. Now when you're choosing ammo for the 30-06, I do prefer the polymer tips. They have an effective range of 150 meters, which means you can zero up to 300. Penetration of 40, expansion of 11, and the 30-06 is good for classes 4 to 8. And then of course we do have the 30-06 soft point bullets. Now these also have an effective range of 150 meters. They penetrate at 19, expansion of 50, and again good for classes 4 to 8. So we have a pretty nice muley. We're out here on Silver Ridge Peaks. Missed on the second shot, but I do love the sound of the 30-06. It really does make a really unique sound. It is a very, very popular weapon, and it has great penetration. It almost feels like it's a little too powerful to use on whitetail and pronghorn. Took a couple down there. Now, I want to mention that the one thing that does set the M1 apart from the 30-06 is that the 30-06 carries 1 less shot than the M1, and it also weighs 1 kilogram more. So that can make a big difference. But the 30-06 is still an amazing rifle. Moving on to number 2 in our top 10 list of the 10 most popular DLC weapons is the 303 FL Sporter. Now the 303 is a bolt action rifle. It comes with the T-Hour Reserve. You do have to pay $40,000 in-game money, or you can unlock it through the missions, which is very nice. So let's have a look at the polymer tips. They have an effective range of 150, penetration of 40, expansion of 12, and good for class 4 to 8. Then we have the soft points, same effective range, penetration of 20, expansion of 53, and good for classes 4 to 8. I prefer the polymer tips by far. No need for soft points, you want the penetration. So fallow would be perfect. We're gonna start here. In tgher. Got 2 there. Let's see if we can get a fleeing shot on this doe. So yeah, the 303 is the weapon that comes with tgher. It is 40,000 to purchase. You can earn it through the missions, which is really nice. It has amazing penetration. And the 303 is actually becoming one of, if not my favorite rifle. Like, it is up there with the M1 for me. I love this rifle. Just love it. The more I use it, the more I love using it. It has amazing penetration. I love the sound that it makes. It's just a really amazing rifle. So if you guys have never tried the 303, it is a fairly new rifle. Definitely give it a shot. It is a lot of fun. And that is a really nice fallow. And that was a pretty good fleeing shot, not too bad. Moving on to number 2 on our list is the 300 Canning Magnum. Now the 300 comes in the Yukon DLC and it is an amazing rifle. This is one rifle that I could not live without. Quite honestly, I could not. Now it is very expensive. It is 75,000 in-game dollars, but it is worth every single penny. Now when we look at the stats for the 300, it has an accuracy of 80, a recoil of 90, a reload speed of 49, and a hip shot of 35. Now the 300 is your big game rifle. It's good for classes 7 to 9 only. Now, if you are a newer player and you cannot unlock or you do not have access to the Yukon DLC, the competitors for the 300 are the 338, which is non-DLC. You don't get a follow-up shot with it, and the 7mm, also not a DLC weapon, and again, no follow-up shot. Those are what you want until you can get to the 300. Now, I always prefer to use the polymer tips. They have an effective range of 150 meters, so you can zero up to 300 meters, penetration of 42, expansion of 14, and good for classes 7 to 9. And then we have the soft points, which have the same effective range of 150 meters, but this time they penetrate to only 21, expansion of 60, so you're getting a pileup of expansion, and again, 7 to 9 are the recommended classes. I personally prefer the polymers. I just get way better results when using polymers over soft points just about with every rifle. So we're out here in Yukon, and the 300 is the perfect weapon to use on plains bison. Now you can get lots of range with the 300. You can take shots as far as you can render, basically. And you get 4 shots with the 300. The 300 is honestly one rifle that I definitely could not live without. I would miss it terribly. Now, if I couldn't hunt with the 300, I would probably use the 338 or the 7mm. But you do need something that gets you right up to class 9, and that 300 is a bolt action rifle, and because it is so powerful, decent accuracy, the ammo is not cheap. It's one of the more expensive types of ammo to purchase, but it is totally worth it. All right, so we are moving on to our number 1 most popular DLC rifle in Call of the Wild right now. And coming in at number 1 is the M1 Iwaniec. Now you'll find the M1 in the Smoke and Barrels pack along with the very popular Muzzleloader. So that is a very popular DLC weapon pack. When you do purchase this DLC, the M1 will be free. Now, the M1 has an accuracy of 35, a recoil of 82, a reload of 49, and a hip shot of 50. It does take 30-06 bullets, just like the 30-06, and is well known for the famous ping it makes when you take that 5th shot. There are 3 different variations of the M1, but let's have a look at the polymer tips. Now, they have an effective range of 150 meters, you can zero up to 300, penetration of 40, expansion of only 11, and the M1 is good for classes 4 to 8. I think this is the best rifle in the entire game. I do believe it is the most popular. Now, when you're using the soft points, you're not going to get as much force. You're going to get a penetration of only 19, an expansion of 50, and again, good for classes 4 to 8. So I do highly recommend that you use the polymer tips. So I'm here in Mexico doing the Great One grind, and the M1 is my rifle. I do love the 303, but I just have to use the M1. I find it's a little bit quicker for the follow-up shot, or maybe I'm just more comfortable with it, but I always reach for the M1 when I am farming any type of animal. And that was a lung and heart shot, not too bad. Now, as I mentioned before, the one thing that does set the M1 apart from the 30-06, well, there's actually two things, are that you get one extra shot with the M1 compared to the 30-06. Ooh, isn't that a nice muley? And it weighs a kilogram less, so that is a huge benefit. Let's see if we can take this beauty down. Oh, he dead. Yeah, I do love the M1. Better than any other rifle in the entire game. This is the rifle that I reach for on a regular basis. And I think that is gonna wrap up our top 10 most popular DLC rifles in Call of the Wild right now. If you guys did enjoy the video or learn anything at all, I'm gonna ask you to do one thing, smash that like button, and if you'd like to become part of the community and join us for more fun and informational Call of the Wild daily content, definitely smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notify bell, and we will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.